What did you hear just now?
Well, I think what we heard was that Governor Northam first basically said that what he said last evening was wrong. Last evening he said, "I regret and I am sorry for sitting for that photo." That was very, very clear. And today he says, "That's not me in the photo." I think what's more important, however, is his second claim that he had nothing to do with that photo showing up there, that somehow it was a mistake, it was misplaced from another page. He did say, "I had sent the three other photos were there, came from me." But now he says that the second photo, the offensive photo, was misplaced, and that he never saw it because he was in the Army, never bought a copy of the yearbook.
Never bought a copy, never even owned it, so he didn't.
And no one ever told him about it, and never saw it. At the same time, he basically said, I think, that the reason I did this last evening, the reason I said that, is I had this other memory of darkening my face, as he called it, to imitate Michael Jackson in a dance contest, which he noted that he won in San Antonio. And so he's raised sort of another issue while he was, in many ways, trying to get out of this issue with the yearbook. Interestingly enough, Bill, the Virginia Legislative Black Caucus still says they'd like him to resign. They say that changing his public story today now casts further doubt on his ability to gain citizen trust.
Well, and so this was his effort to come clean, mentioning the Michael Jackson disguise or getup that he put on. He's saying, "I always want to be truthful with you. When I know these things, I tell you these things." It almost seemed like he was trying to buy some time. But I mean, we can list all of the people that have called for him to resign. It's virtually everyone, save the two U.S. senators who condemned, that is Mark Warner and Tim Kaine, who both condemned the picture, but said they trust Ralph Northam will do the right thing at this point, stopping short of calling on him to resign. But you have the Virginia Legislative Black Caucus, the House Democrats, the Senate Democrats in Virginia, all the national political candidates for president, the Democrats, to a person, man and woman, calling on him to resign.
Yeah, I'm not sure that today he did that much to change that, Bill. He certainly came across, as he often does, as a modest, humble man that's likable in many, many ways. But given the fact that you've had all this national pressure, you had Speaker Pelosi this afternoon calling for his resignation, I'm not sure that what happened today is going to change that very much. And here's the other thing that occurred. He said he was going to stay in, he wants to have this conversation with the people, but he did say that if it becomes clear that I can't be effective, that I can't be efficient as governor, then I'll have to revisit that decision. And that's, I think, what we're going to have to look at. What is the reaction to this over the next couple of days, particularly from the two senators and the dean of the congressional delegation, Bobby Scott? What's their response? And that may have a lot to say about whether Ralph Northam is going to remain Virginia's governor.
All right, so it's Saturday at 3:30 in the afternoon, 24 hours into this whole episode. Does he show up for work Monday morning and go down to the General Assembly? Is business as usual? What's going to happen?
I don't think it's quite business as usual. I think what he's going to do is that he's going to try to he's using this facial recognition software, and he basically wants to make this case that this is not me in that picture. But when somebody hears, we're going to get some facial recognition software, we're going to really explain. Do people really want to know? I mean, even if you take him at face value, saying, okay, it wasn't he in the picture, but we're still in this situation. How did that get
horror,
here?
yeah.
And so he's asking people to look at the yearbook to see how many pictures have been misplaced, and basically to say that he was, in some ways, in terms of the yearbook, victim of things that he didn't even know about.
All right, we're going to.